Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new weekly review. One trade for me this week, dollar CAD, and I will go over it. Starting on a monthly, we are in bearish territorium. So every time when we were around this zone, we had the impulse to the downside, impulse to the downside, impulse to the downside, impulse to the downside, even back in the past. And previous month we received shoulder one, head, shoulder two. Okay, the shoulder one hasn't been respected yet, but we can still have a fake out from these highs. So my bias is short. Then when I go to the weekly, we can see one leg. This I see is part of the impulse. 2, 3, 4. So we do have a weekly bearish W. Can take my fib, the minus 27 as my weekly TP and my weekly low. Then when I go to the daily, can see that we are still bearish as well, but I will place my take profit for now on the first structure and on the weekly when we do have the bearish W. I'm interested from the 100 fib, and as we can see, we have an impulse to the downside over here, big impulse over here, big impulse over here, and still in bearish territorium. Impulse, rejection, impulse. So from there on, it's just waiting until the price comes to the zone, touch of the zone. We had some diesel over here, but I do not trade diesel on the weekly 4-hour. Good thing that I didn't do it. Then we received a new action from this impulse to the downside. That's a nice confirmation. And after this one, impulse, correction, impulse, shift of momentum, break from the shoulder. I place my limit, but price didn't come back. After this impulse, we receive a bearish W. And I do not like to trade many continuation setups, but I do trade a continuation setup when my weekly is in the impulse, daily is in the impulse. 4-hour, we did have a new action, and we are in the impulse as well. So I place my limit on the bearish W, round it off to the downside, give it a little bit more space, 10 pips, and my take profit was until at least the daily first structure. In the trade, break even, 1%, and eventually out on break even. So just the only trade for me during the week. Did everything I could, and it was up to the markets. So break even result, nothing bad, nothing good, and I'm satisfied with this week. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see each other in this Sunday for the Sunday market breakdown. Goodbye.